Back to the inside,
Wellsby,
now
Coach
Williams, the two major generals in the middle. Here's Farnworth.
Yeah, certainly
He's had a
is.
game
After what's been a very tough week
He's
with the
taken
Whites.
it past
It's great
that
that the gods have
first tackle
smiled
by
on
another
us here.
5-10 metres every
Beautiful
time.
sunny day in Halifax in the
Wellsby
west of Yorkshire.
stops. Back
Lovely
again.
crowd building
McAlora.
as well.
Tompkins stops.
What is a real rugby league town, isn't it, Amy?
Keeping those Samoans guessing.
Talk about
now it comes
the
wide.
rugby league towns in
McMeeker.
Lancashire and the rugby league towns in Yorkshire, but
Tackle
Halifax is,
Here
I
comes
think,
the
celebrating
They're numbering up on
150
this
years
right-hand side.
next year.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of special people that have come out of Halifax for Rugby League, and you know, what a great day for it. The sun is shining. Let's hope it stays like this, and just let's enjoy a really good day of Rugby League.
I think it's interesting too around this French side, and just speaking with Laurent Fressineau, the coach beforehand, so many players are now full-time professionals, which makes such a difference when you're up against sides like
all in purposes.
Tonga,
You think he's going to kick the ball, he doesn't. He finds out a young who's got millimetres, centimetres to work in, but he ain't going to be stopped there. Here's the error that gives England field position, and that's something that Samoa do have to address. They're picking it up, they're like sharks, and they go Wellsby at the line again. Watkins a threat, Young the pass into the corner.
On
the previous play, previous try, there was an overlap. He's just ball watching there.
I think they'll give him a good game.
He can't do that.
But it'll be good to see some of the younger ones as well coming through.
He just keeps
and to be honest,
the
it's good to
touchline.
see
Wellby's found him. He knows he's there. He's got to go out and pick his man up. It's poor defence by Samoa there. But again, Wellsby coming on the short side, inside run now,
no doubt a big cheer when Lewis runs out for France today at some stage, named on an extended bench.
Very comfortable at the moment.
Of course, we presume he will get some game time as well.
He is a star in this World Cup.
Just looking at
He's
that
just put his name in lights, hasn't he?
France,
absolutely.
But
he's not on his own. But the fact that he finishes with such a plum, I think Wellsby's as big a stars. Jonathan points out, he's just the two passes he's just found in the last couple of series of players have been outstanding.
With Wellsby, I said I compared it to Gary Conley, which is a high athlete. But also now I think there's a little bit of Yeston Harris in him. So if you get mix up of those two players,
Connie's definitely
is
the class clown. And look, it's been great. Camp's been good.
What a game he's had.
Mix of knowing when to switch on and be serious for training and muck around a bit off the training paddock. So, part of our culture and our people is to take things lightly, and we like to muck around, and there's definitely plenty of laughs in camp, and it's just great to be a part of.
So there are the two teams led out by their respective skippers,
the grit of determination, but in terms of what they're doing here to a very good Samoan side, it's been a long time since we've seen this play.
The former Rooster will be joining Catalan, so he'll be playing today,
which gave the option for Wellsby to put the ball inside, held that defence, and then just a beautiful pass.
For next year,
they've taken every opportunity.
13 Catalan players, 8 from Toulouse.
So they play, this is a brilliant.
Here are the mascots with each of the sides. King Cross Park,
certainly making a name for themselves. Not debutants, but new players.
You used to
mention that COVID delayed this competition by a year. I think there are 3 players playing out there that might not have played a year ago for England.
We can't be saying they'll be rivals at that age, but it's great to see the younger generation getting out there today.
All right, you better inform me. Which are the Siddle jerseys, Amy?
It's blue and white to your right.
Well, he's ready now.
Yes,
he's ready now.
Colours of Halifax.
So far, hasn't he?
National anthems right now, first up.
That's it.
National anthem of Tonga.
McAlora picks up. Back to the middle they come again. Morgan Knowles is on the field. Expect only the very best from him in this tournament. Here's Williams. They're marching them downfield again here, but they're on the last play. England on the last play. That's not going to deter them to attack now, is it? No, it's not. Wellsby, little chip over the top, trying to find a little bit of space, but it's taken by Toho on that far side, and Samoa have it ball back again. But look how close they're aligned again.
That's what they want to be. We talk about the Samoan back three. We haven't seen them in attack. That's all they've done is carry ball up from a good set and a good kick to finish.
And that's down to England's game management. That's down to their discipline. I can't remember them making an error, England. And that's the discipline and concentration we spoke about at the start of the game that they needed. But they passed that test with flying colours.
Really slow from Samoa again at the back here. She's going to help England with their line speed in defence. They're really struggling to make yards here, these big Samoans. Just trying to get a bit of flash from Suolihi, who's doing well. He's doing really well, Suolihi. This is a kid who can dance over, but he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball.
I think he was looking for the support on the right-hand side. It's a tremendous run by the full back, and he just looked up to see if there was support on the right-hand side. Lost control of the ball.
All that class, and then just suddenly clumsy. Another set of 6 here.
That's a snapshot of why everybody before this World Cup was talking about that boy. That's just one snapshot. And if they can string some of that together, it's a whole lot tougher game for England.
He's dropped the ball twice though, hasn't he? McAloran, dummy half.
And a man short as well here.
Willsby, interception! Interception! Tago's away. I don't think they're going to catch Isaac Tago. Tompkins will do his best, but Isaac Tago, they needed a gift, they got a gift. Samoa have their first try. It's the young Penrith Panther who's finally got them on the board. Does that lift their mood? We shall see.
I was just about to say, all England needed to do was have a settler set, because Charlie had made that break.
So
they just needed a settle and get the kick into the corner once again. But unfortunately, Wellby's looking for, that pass has worked for him in previous occasions. Well, on this time, he just picks the wrong man.
Well, he's tried to go for it again because Watkins and Young with an awful
scoreline prediction.
Look, I think it'll be a close game. As we've seen, and then it's a straight run in with that kind
of the French team playing for Catalans and just having that full-time experience. Obviously a bit of an edge when you play, and so obviously going to back the boys and back the country of Tonga being here. So
a little bit
I'll go
a chance.
20-4.
20
I was about to say it's about the individual prowess. What about you, Andy? Wellby's ball and Tago picked Callum Watkins' pocket because they had a 2-on-1, had they executed properly. So they have to be careful. We saw a snapshot previously. Su'Ali'i piling up the middle. Tago looking for an opportunity.
Our referee today is
they need to make sure with their next England that Samoa aren't given that opportunity again.
Yeah, they haven't created anything, Samoa, yet. They've been to a lovely break by the full back.
And it is
and then just an intercept
at the northern end of the ground. And that's a very
first
strong
mistake really for
defensive start here from Tonga. We anticipate that. This Rugby League International. The Tasmanian Cup coming to you live from Shea Stadium at Halifax.
Samoa a big lift.
So France just struggling a little to get out of their own
5 minutes
end.
to half time. Timing sometimes can be everything.
Making their way out.
And the kick is good.
Good strong defence
Flags
there.
are raised.
18
points
to 6. And suddenly England's dominance. Such a great season with the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
But they're still dominant. And they shouldn't be distracted from going away from what they've been doing.
Defence now French with a little bit of a spread of ball. And
don't get me wrong, it's a double whammy. It's really costly because he picked his pocket pick Wellsby. But they have to keep playing the same way, England. I think they've been really
struggling.
good.
Oh, we've seen an error.
Don't chase it. There's no need.
Turnover of possession.
Very well controlled. composure, good kick and
Tonga
chase.
on the attack. That was a great defensive set, Will.
You get
it was, mate. You always want to start the game off with
keeping his record
putting
up
a good
a hand in every try.
Forward, and
I thought
he
gets an assist for that one.
Yeah.
So, had a dummy half. They go now to Amon, and
anyway,
Fanua Blake is charging forward, and he's
4 minutes to half time.
Stopped the shadows of the posts. Tonga first opportunity with the football. Here's Kalamatangi. Lolohea went to Fafita. Big spin and turn. Oh, we've seen a little knock on. That was a great bit of defensive work there from Morgan Escade.
New Zealand colours down the years, but
and so,
like so many, electing to
Amy,
play for the country
that was a great opportunity for Tonga that they've just let go begging.
Yeah, like I said, Morgan at fullback, it is class, and that came a lot from him there. He got onto him, didn't matter how big he was, and he rolled him over and he stopped that try.
Step from Luai creates him in a danger.
So that was Tessie New in jersey number 22, playing fullback today for Tonga. You mentioned Escade, Salford City Reds, 159 Super League games, and 89 tries over what's been a very celebrated career over a decade. Here's France. Their opportunity to come out of their own end.
Threat there, isn't there, from Samoa? They have to be careful. A couple of times they've gone on the inside through Levi, and Levi turned back inside.
Da Costa to dummy half, and come the same way. And nice little offload, a bit of an indecision there. Gizio picks it up, and now he's swamped in strong defence.
The outside backs have been outstanding.
So France will go the same way. Finally, they get to their kick. Gets in trouble a little.
The work that they're all doing.
Bounces now for New. And he comes, and that's a really good defensive chase from the French side.
Williams is looking down the middle.
They come up with a good finish, good chase on what was an otherwise very tough set again, Will.
It was, mate, but you know,
I didn't think it was forward.
put a good kick in, and the kick chase I thought was outstanding. And so,
you
know, they're putting their defensive effort in now. Which you see Conor Hurrell with a big run.
Oh, DeCosta might have come off worse for wear going head-to-head with Big Connie.
Looks like his
It
day
was the
is done
second
for the
phase
lower
play.
leg injury. They hope it's not broken, but it's not looking good.
Now out of dummy half, that's really nice work. Tuipulotu was shut down there. In fact, referee's going to say knock on.
None of us want to.
And this will be loose head and feed for France. This is exactly what they were looking for, Amy.
It was, yeah, and like you say, error made there. But France have got it now and they're in some good balls, so let's see what they can produce.
Milford, both halves are just taking it on their shoulders now, aren't they, to try and open up this England defence.
Bathed in glorious sunshine here at the Shade.
Levi.
Amy Hardcastle turning out for England in her third Rugby League World Cup.
Just getting
a few weeks' time, we'll have
the team in blue.
one of our commentary teams. Here's France now, little opportunity with the football. An old teammate here, Semisone Langi. You have a bit of a chat to him before the game, Will?
Yeah, the boys are giving a bit of stick, a bit of friendly banter before the game. He's a great player, Sonny. We've been lucky enough to play with him before, but you know, he's playing for France now, so it's good to see him out to play.
As the skipper Garcia dumped away from a couple.
England are offside there.
DeCosta goes long now. Oh, that's a player under pressure. Ijo, nice work there from Amon, getting up and shutting it down, but they've found something the same way. Some nice work coming in from the back rower.
Have a look at his face, Rick. Just have a look at his face.
20 metres out, France. Back to centre field. Out the back now is Morg. He went short, and it was a lovely pass. Picked up now by
That's how
Julia.
dangerous they are, though, isn't it? The offloads are coming in. Everybody wants to
Referee's
get backs all of a sudden. Are picking their
It
game up.
is
They're taking
last
up
tackle.
the
This will be a
front
handover.
rowers, and
And they've defended very nicely there, Tom.
Milford and Luai.
Gives a little insight into David Fafita. First opportunity to play with Tonga. How's he been within the camp, Will?
He's been good, mate. He's really bought into the culture, into the team. You know, he's going to be a handful. You know, when he plays, I think you see today his ability. Everyone's seen his potential and the way that he plays. It's a matter of giving him some early ball.
Potential grounding and nice and slow, please.
Is Amoli Olakawatu.
He's saying no infringement.
And he's going to draw a penalty here. High tackle. So we might have to have a look at that one again, just see who the perpetrator was.
Ooh, I tell you.
Normally playing on the right side for the man you see
Can we
just
try
the
back on
National
that,
Rugby
please? But
League.
can we speed it up a little bit?
Molly out on the left today for
It just
Tonga.
goes blurry, so can we just play? Yeah, stay at this speed.
A little bit too much in the tackle there from Ijo.
Control.
Yeah.
So great opportunity.
There's downward pressure there.
To go on the attack.
Can I have that angle again, please?
Tap and go,
That
Sully.
angle. Yep.
Just leave it to the video ref.
And Sully is beating tackles and almost goes all the way
Okay,
to the
I've seen
try
all
line. He's only
angles to
6
make my
metres out
decision.
now.
Thank you, Director.
Vanua Blake, footwork
28
always
seconds at half-time. This is a
standing in the
huge one.
tackle. Eventually he drags the ground. That was Desiree in defence. I'll come right side. Lots of players. Kalama lovely
That could
ball
have
for
gone either way.
Fafita,
England
gets
will breathe
over
a
the
sigh of
line.
relief, but there you go. I mean,
Well,
that will
Will
give
Albright
encouragement.
talked
Quite
about it just a little bit earlier.
His body language gave it
And
away.
now
a
we
little
see
bit. I'd
the
have been a little bit
impact
more
of
excited
this
if I'd
power
have
runner,
done
Dave
that.
Fafita,
If it had punched
on the
the air,
right
they
hand
might have
side.
given
First
that.
try to Tonga.
To
4-0 the scoreline.
Yeah, great try there from David Smith. I think, you know, a lot of players can't do the things that he does. That was really a nothing play, just power, speed, and just a natural footballer. David's great try.
To be a try, so it's one score behind.
It's uncanny, isn't it? The number of players that
10 seconds
David
remaining
can
in
make
this
miss.
first half.
Bit of a mismatch there with Arthur
Terrific from
Moore.
England so far.
Spun out of the
We've seen
tackle.
enough from Samoa to suggest
And that's what
there's
it's
a
like, isn't it,
second-half
Amy? Just
performance
finding
from them.
that. Not necessarily a weak chink, but they're short
It's
of
all
number.
about
They
England's
haven't got
backs
their
in
spacing's
that
quite
first
right,
half.
and David took
They
advantage of
have
that.
been
Yeah,
sensational.
you've seen it, and
Not
what
the least
great
of
vision
them
for
Young
that
with
as
his
well.
2
And,
tries.
and for me there,
Again,
it's
not
going
the
to be
least
hard
of them
trying to
Jack
stop
Wellsby
such a
with
big
what
body
he's
coming from
created in
5
that
metres
first
in the
half.
line there, and it
But
did
at
well to get
half-time,
over the line.
England
Just
looking
unlucky
good.
for France.
They lead by 18
A little
points
bit
to
of a
6.
scramble in defence there, but you know, they were trying to
England have opened their World Cup with an engaging first 40 minutes in front of an enthralled home crowd.
So here we go, first choice goal kicker, Siwa
Tokiaho. First half double. This one was
mate.
one of the best highlights of that first half for England, and they lead 18-6. Samoa just taking a little while to warm up at St James's Park, but the World Cup is underway. After the break, we'll have all the highlights from Newcastle. Now, a reminder today,
he has been for the Sydney Roosters. One game at
rematch
the
for Australia's
Warriors,
George Cambosis. He fights for revenge and all the belts against undisputed world champion Devon Haney. You'll be able to scan the QR code on your screen to watch it live and exclusive on Main Event.
No, you haven't jinxed him.
Here we go again.
The scoreline.
Sunday, live from Melbourne's Rod Laver Arena, the rematch. The undisputed lightweight world champion, Devon Haney, versus George Cambosis. Humbled, but never broken. Thought he was ferocious before? Get out of here. This was supposed to be Cambosis' homecoming party. That smiling assassin had other ideas. Every moment since, he's been driven by revenge, by pain, by the relentless pursuit to prove he's the best in the world again. But this is the guy with all the belts. The youngest undisputed champion of the four-belt era. There's a reason they call Devon Haney the dream.
I think he's such a handful
this undefeated American became a global superstar with a 12-round masterclass of speed, precision, movement.
So this is the pass over the top to Peter. So Rodato Morg has to go one-on-one again, but he gets to help his teammates.
Live from Melbourne, the career-defining rematch for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. This is payback,
for the
and the only place you'll see it, your undisputed home of big-time boxing, Main Event.
The last couple of seasons, here's Amon, and ball's out in front of Tessie New, and just shown a little more hunger there, France, and they've come up with the footy. That was a nice bit of work from Paul Marcon out there on the wing, Amy.
Yeah, that was great defence there. You could see the guys to get to the ball as well, and they kind of read that play from
So that won't please Christian Wolf. All on the ground.
Gogglebox Australia, new episode Wednesday 7:30, first on Lifestyle or watch on demand.
Such a size differential between these two sides, very noticeable. Will spoke earlier about the forward pack, and that's a real strength. Here's Julian, one of those edge back rowers that he's brought to ground. That's last tackle. So
it was always tough when I couldn't sleep.
Goes from Garcia. Now Guizot.
But I went on the I Can Quit forum, and people shared different ways to distract yourself.
Beat cravings one at a time. Search I Can Quit or call Quitline.
Some great kick chase there from France.
We are off and running.
Who's fastest, Will, in the squad? One of the things that we do want to see during the course of this World Cup, maybe even today, is Tolatau Kola in open space.
Yeah, that's a fun to see, isn't it? When he's actually going after that long 3-year I'd say he'll be fast in the squad, mate. You can just tell the way that he moves in training. It looks like he's gliding, so good to see him in some open space today.
Victory of this man's career.
So this is a slowish play the ball from Fanua Blake. Now it comes to Torquiaho, and he goes straight at Julian. Pushes him off, and it's going to be a quick play of the ball. Bounces up. Now goes Lolo here. And the Huddersfield Giant. Found his runner. Fanua Blake again it was. With another carry. Lolo here. Down a short side. Looking for a runner. Throws long out in front of Conrad Harold. It'll be a knock on.
Watch on demand.
Again, it was just a little bit of loose play at the back end of that set. Once again, going to upset Coach Christian.
Yeah, he probably won't be too happy with that. Obviously, it's good to play a bit of ad-lib footy. We've got to make sure you complete them. So, unfortunate mistake there, but hopefully his boys can turn around and put in a good defensive display here.
So scrum feed for France.
For the first time ever, the ICC Men's T20 World Cup is in our own backyard. A
for France, just 23 years of age. Another one of these players
to 11
from the Catalan club.
It's screamers, packers, biggies,
interesting that Laurent Fressineau will be with St Helens next year. Will
it's prime time.
Great to catch up with your future club coach or assistant coach.
Yeah, so I got up with him just before the game just to introduce myself, say hello, and get to know him.
Just when it feels like everything is lost,
well, obviously speaks highly of him.
We go
so it'd be good to be working with him
Oh,
pre-season.
he won't be happy with that. There was just a bit of indecision.
On Foxtel.
Question marks around who it was that was going to get the footy. I guess when David Peters coming at you defensively, it's always the opportunity to take a bit of a second look.
Race here in Texas. Howdy, y'all. US Grand Prix, let's go.
So it's interesting how long these players, a lot of them haven't played.
Well, welcome back to Fox League.
Periods.
What a dream way to kick off a World Cup on home soil. England, they lead 18-6 over Samoa, and their coach Matt Harris did warn us before kickoff. He said, look, don't expect the strength on paper to translate immediately. Samoa may be a little bit rusty, but what we're seeing at the moment is all England. It was a little bit opportunistic from Samoa, latching onto an intercept, but 18-6, a pretty handy half-time score for England.
Very late as well.
Greg Inglis, did you think that England would burst out of the blocks like this?
Well, they're playing England brand footy out there, right? Getting off the line speed, off the line very quick, running the ball hard, getting down, playing the ball. What they, what English's football's about is the aggression, and they can't keep up with it. Samoa can't keep up with it, which creates CSL, creates opportunities, creates CSL. And England is just playing their style of footy.
Yeah, look, I thought it was a terrific start from the English side. I thought Samoa come out a little tight, a little flat, and they started to fall away defensively through that mid part of the half. And it was Jack Wellsby who's come into the England side that really stepped up. I thought Tompkins was terrific around the ruck when it started to speed up, and him and Wellsby caused havoc in that first try, and then it was Wellsby down this right-hand side edge where he's absolutely carved Samoa's left-hand side, setting up a couple of tries for Dominic Young, and Bonnie's going that well. Wellsby decided to set up a try as well for Samoa. He laid on a beautiful pass there for Isaac Tungo, who raced 80 metres to score, and all of a sudden things started to swing Samoa's way, and Stephen Crichton a failed opportunity in the final minute to get the ball down. But I feel like even though it's 18-6, Samoa would be reasonably pleased at half-time with the gaps only 12,
which isn't easy to do, and so
it was a tremendous start.
Great lead
the commentary said Jack Wellsby and Dom Young is circus tricks and Superman, and Jack Wellsby, he's already a star in the Super League. You know this really well. Now he's ready to show the rest of the world what he's made of. What makes him so versatile and so useful?
I think he just goes under the radar. You can play fullback, you can play
the winger was in space there, and he recognised that really well, and it was a class pass
and he's
straight to the winger, and he made the winger's job pretty easy.
So he can read the play. These two tries that he set up.
For those who might be joining us anywhere around the globe,
he's got his man
this
to
is
tie up
Novo Sports broadcast
and 5'8".
And
then
the
he's
international
playing a short
rugby
side.
league
So he's
match
playing
coming
lines
to you
up
live
footy,
from
but
Shea
his
Stadium
ability to do
at
that
Halifax.
and versus his versatility around the
rugby
park
league
makes him
fans
so dangerous in the
who are
squad.
tuning into this.
Jack Wellsby definitely one to watch so far in this World Cup. What about Dominic Young?
New Zealand, Australia.
That's the great thing about this World Cup is opportunity, because Wellsby probably wouldn't have got a start either if Johnny Lomax was fit. He's dominating out there on the world stage, but Dominic Young, what a revelation he's been. He had a great year. He scored 14 tries out of 20 games for Newcastle this year, and all in this fashion where he's just so strong and so big on his edge, but it's been his instinct and it's been his speed that's been,
I think, from that point,
a real highlight in Corey's opposition.
The interest in this Tongan international
he's been tremendous, and that finish there on the back of that lovely pass from Wellsby, that was special.
He's coming from Newcastle, nice in Newcastle, or his hometown.
There you go, just shy of a final, so hopefully we can do one better this World Cup.
Absolutely loving it. 40,000 at St James's Park. As England, they lead 18-6 over Samoa. Now, do not forget, after this second half, it is the Aussies. They open their World Cup campaign in a few hours' time.
The Western touchline swings through, and that is waved away. So the scoreline remains Tonga 10, France 0. Here we are again, having a look at the reverse angle. Lola here just identifies it. They're a little short on the blind side.
Every game live
creates the extra number. Lovely pass out.
Don't miss a thing.
Christian Tuipulotu gets across and scores second try for Tonga, much to the delight of the Tongan fans here in the crowd. So here is Guizot with the restart. kicked it straight to Dave Fafita, which no one was happy about in the French team. Hurrell goes hard at DaCosta. Makes a good tackle too. Little number 9. Got some help from Sigurd.
Both halves are just taking it on their shoulders now, aren't they, to try and open up this England defence.
This is Vanilla Blake, and
he was looking for a restart there on the set. The referee said play on. Levi. Jerome Louis.
And it's Tonga.
A failed opportunity.
Working their way out of their own end. A strong run from Kalal Matangi.
This new design duo.
Gosh, that is pretty cool.
Are taking on our inner cities.
Anywhere better for inspiration.
Rosie Morley and Paddy Mel are using local culture to design inspiration.
The history, the atmosphere, it's exactly the experience I want to take back to the apartment. Look at this! Now this is my type of design.
New Selling in the City begins Wednesday 8:30 on Lifestyle or watch on demand.
It's so inspirational.
Who wins the Big Bash?
We do. Of course. We've got the best attack. We're the biggest hitters.
We are guns in the field.
Here come the chefs.
With every game of the WBBL and no ad breaks during play, you won't miss a thing on Fox Cricket.
In a world where things are getting smaller and smaller, Fox Sports are going big. Oh, does it get any bigger? This summer, we've got so much cricket, we've added a bonus cricket channel to fit it all in. There's hundreds of live events, over 1,000 hours of live sport, and 3 World Cups.
That was huge. Truly unbelievable. As big as it can get.
It's the biggest summer ever on Fox Sports.
Yesterday, I could barely walk. Today, superhuman. You are a champion.
Bring the cinema experience home. Foxtel Movies. Watch on demand.
Max Verstappen is champion of the world. I think we've got one hell of a race here in Texas.
Howdy, y'all. U.S. Grand Prix, let's go.
Welcome back to Newcastle at St James's Park. A glorious World Cup opener so far for the host nation England. Jack Wellesby has announced himself to the rest of the world. A first half double for Dominic Young. It is England. They lead 18-6 over Samoa. Here are your World Cup commentators.
Well, so far so good as far as England are concerned. Samoa will feel they've got plenty to fix up in this second half. There he is, the star of the show so far tonight because of his 2 tries, Dom Young. By the way, there are so many opportunities to experience this World Cup over the next 5 weeks. England's next match, by the way, is in Bolton against France next week. You can see that on this very channel that you're watching right now, but I think there's 1 or 2 tickets still available. Off we go, second half to determine the opening favours of this opening game. England not necessarily in the box seat, but looking very strong at the moment, leading by 18 points to 6. Jonathan Davis and Brian Noble alongside. How do you see this second half going?
Well, I think it's important the start of this second half for England, more so than Samoa. I think they've got to reinforce all the things they've been doing. As an example of that, the white shirts carrying the ball so hard and so fast, getting around their front foots and kicking the ball well.
Yeah, just same as the first half, really. Just control, no errors, playing in the Samoan half, turning the big forwards, but they've controlled the Samoan forwards. You know, they haven't had much go forward or quick play the ball, so you know, you haven't seen the best of the Samoan attack yet, purely because of the English performance.
Last tackle of this opening set, England finding themselves retained inside their own half. So Tompkins with a big boot trying to get things downfield. But here comes the threat straight away with the return.
He runs so hard for a full back.
Well, he ran with some determination there, didn't he?
You just, as a rugby league fan, you just look at what he does and you think, wow.
You know, he just doesn't run through people, though. You know, that's the thing. He hasn't tried to step once yet. Such a big lad for a full back. Just so powerful.
He's only 19 years of age. He was given a special dispensation to play as a 17-year-old in the NRL. Normally you've got to be 18, but they made a case for him, and he's been making a case ever since. So Samoa starting strong in this second half. Crichton down. Toho stands and waits at dummy half. Spun across that line. Here's Marty Tapau. Last play in the set. Levi delivering left again. Here comes the threat because they're going through hands. They're going to risk it this second half. They have to, but England get it back. And whilst England regroup, let's find out some of the news from half-time. Tanya, what can you tell us?
Sean Wayne, not surprisingly, really pleased with that first half. He's sworn them not to overplay, keep defending your yardage, keep them away from her try line, but overall extremely happy. Matt Parrish, though, not at all happy. They had all the ball. We didn't play well enough.
England deep. When has that stopped them to try and attack so far in this game? Brian Noble, you've been delivering a hint of caution at half-time for England fans, haven't you?
Only in that they've got to replicate what they did in the first half. My caution comes from the team in blue, because we know what they are capable of. It's up to England to replicate what they did in the first half and stop them able to get into the right parts of the field to show that.
Yeah, the danger came when the halfbacks, Samoan halfbacks, took on the forwards and quick feet, got behind the first defensive line, and then they started to offload.
So England on the last again. Kick from Wellesby, the reach. The take is safe enough from Tego, but he's not going far. He's not going far. Morgan Knowles is very good at that kind of thing, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's been a standout player in the Super League all season. The 17 for England. Many people would have put him in the starting lineup. But I think Victor Radley's shown why he gets the nod.
He's had a big game, Radley. Huge game.
Here's Paulo. Junior Paulo. And offloads again. Levi. And he's dragged to the ground. He's not going to be offloading. Try it if you want, Danny, but you're going to the ground. Now they go left again. Milford to Luai, and there's a bit of width there, but Watkins closes him down. The ball's gone to ground, and England will come up with possession again on that far side.
That's a mark of what England's outside backs have been doing really well defensively. They've let the player explore, they've let the player be exposed to the flanks, and then they've covered up well and managed to create or force errors on the 3 or 4 times that Samoa have got to the fringe.
Yeah, I think he fell awkwardly, and I think he's hurt his hip. There's another injury for Samoa, not looking good. But just look at the defensive line here. They know what he's doing. Just putting the drift defence and showing him the outside. Oh, it felt just awkward there.
Twisted his knee right at the death, didn't he? I mean, it's a great tackle from Watkins. He's got him side on, but Tyrone May just buckles under the weight of Watkins' challenge, and that looks not good.
By the way, if you were with us much earlier, and it seems like a lifetime ago now, the opening, not the opening ceremony, the tournament welcome, they called it. It was disastrous, really, if you watched it. But the Rugby League World Cup had put out a statement apologising, sincerely apologising for the disrupted tournament welcome. If England carry on like this, I don't think anyone will care, will they?
Well, this is the main event. I said at the start of the game, don't be distracted by what's happened there. It's all about what goes on the field, and both teams have aimed up and are creating the billing we thought they'd have.
I'd say this is a big moment for Samoa here, because they've already lost a couple of players, haven't they?
Yeah, I think Jiz Gray mentioned in studio that they've got 15 players now. I think that's going to be affecting their interchange. You know, he looks as if he's definitely going off with a hip or a knee injury. And this will be really kind of, especially the last 20 minutes of the game, you know, where the fatigue will kick in, and you're looking for the bench to make an impact.
Well, England have been working them over as well. They've been highly disciplined in the way they've performed. They made one error, which was the Welsby intercept. So, yes, the hill gets a bit bigger for Samoa.
You've just got to, you know, I think England have been very competent. That's all they've done. You know, they've been solid. They've got good yardage. They've had quick play of the ball, and then they've had a good kick and chase game. And that's kind of simple, basic stuff which they've done extremely well. On the back of that as well, you look at then a couple of moments of magic or brilliance, which usually comes from Australia or New Zealand. But we've waited a long time for these boys. Welsby's come through, and now they're Dom Young as well. And what a finish this is. You know, absolutely brilliant. Comes on the inside, beats the Wonder Kid, and all of a sudden, just try and catch me if you can. And that's a brilliant finish.
Well, we have a habit of getting carried away. And Woodsy's excitement enthuses us all, but I genuinely feel that with people like Dom Young and Herbie Farnworth and Tommy Makinson and Callum Watkins, the old stager, and the Haas particularly, you know, Williams, Welsby, they're world-class players. Do you think?
The good thing of that, you've got to make defenders make decisions, and that's what they've done, England. And unfortunately for Samoa, left wingers come in. You know, they were short of numbers on the first try. On the second try, you know, you should have kept an eye on this kid. He was ball watching, beautiful pass try.
It's Tyrone May, isn't it, who's down injured?
Yeah. He hasn't actually moved, does he?
No, he's getting the duty of care here, as all rugby players of both codes get these days, don't they? Get looked after. Down on the sidelines, and it's Spencer Liniu who's preparing to come on. It's not exactly like for like. Matt Parridge has got concerns right at the start. Jeff Tooby alongside him there. Former Manly coach. Came over here with a World Club challenge. He's having a chat. And the concern as well is not just this match now, it's this tournament, isn't it? Because, you know, this looks like a serious injury.
I think it's his hip, to be honest. Just watch. Again, brilliant defence. Show him the outside and get him. I think it's he's holding the back of his knee straight away. Just watch. It's a nasty.
Oh. Yeah. That's in a position it didn't want to go into.
No. Nasty.
I'm picking up on your point about the tournament, and it can be disruptive, can't it? Because they've lost a player with a suspected broken leg earlier in the game.
Yeah. Next week they come up against Greece, which, in full respects to Greece, is a match they should win with some of their lesser lights, so to speak. And then they got France the week after that, which...
That's the big game, isn't it, for them? No, on the back of this.
If this stays like this is, or improves from an England point of view, that's a game that Samoa simply will have to win to qualify. So a huge collective round of applause from fans all around the stadium, an appreciation of the tough game that these players play. Injuries are inevitable. And Tyrone May goes off. Liniu comes on. Jamie Peacock, what are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge loss for Samoa. I think chasing a game when you're down to 15 instead of 17 players just makes it more a big bonus for
It could be the last time you ever see Cambosis.
This is everything on the line for him.
I mean, it is do or die. This time will be a different story.
They've had to wait to see their heroes in action again after that long 3-year absence. Thriller Miller, to say the least.
It's Jack Miller's day, no questions about that.
It's Miller magic. That will feel like the best victory of this man's career.
The king is dead.
It is treason, at the least.
House of the Dragon. New episode Mondays at 12 on Fox Showcase or watch in 4K Ultra HD only on Foxtel.
Okay, here we go. Damn it, what's wrong?
I'm not the only one doing a job on this train. You don't remember me. You look like every white homeless man I've ever seen. Really?
The twins?
Not so sure they're twins.
Something else going on here.
I was waiting for us in Kyoto.
Wait.
We need to come up with a plan. We work together or we die alone.
Maybe there's a little head trauma?
Maybe.
Bullet Train Express release. Available now in Foxtel store.
Are we doing this? Are we actually doing this?
I got goosebumps.
Are you sure we're doing this?
I'm so excited. Get on with the show.
Targaryens are back.
Something's gonna happen.
All the shows.
I love this show.
All the feels. Gogglebox Australia, new episode Wednesdays 7:30, first on Lifestyle or watch on demand.
Wow, something. Can you hear the call of the wild?
It's a beautiful thing.
Step into adventure with a week of inspiring documentaries that take you into uncharted territory.
Now that is impressive.
Oh, this is amazing.
And reconnect you to the power of nature.
Speechless.
Adventure is calling. Wilderness Week starts Monday, October 24 on BBC Earth.
It's so inspirational.
This is going to be huge. That is absolutely superb rugby league.
New season Chicago Fire.
You got this, tell the kid.
Let's move it!
New season Chicago PD.
We will find him. I promise you.
Express from the U.S.
One city.
One family. One Chicago.
New seasons of Chicago Fire and Chicago PD. Thursdays and Fridays at 9 on Fox 1.
You've been a great contributor to the show over the years, Josh.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How would you describe your own performance in what we call like the riddle segment?
I reckon I've been fairly okay. I think I've been pretty good. Did you say riddle? Oh, riddle. Wow. Yeah, no, not too great. It's not the best.
Let's just relive some of those moments.
Please don't.
Let's relive some of those moments now. You scream past the bloke coming second. Where are you coming?
First.
What?
What
happened to the bloke who was coming first?
Okay.
Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the tallest mountain on Earth?
Could have been mountains. The Alps?
Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the tallest mountain on Earth?
Okay, it's Mount Everest.
It is, that's right.
Yeah.
So you're a work in progress, Josh. I've got great faith that come next year, you will nail whatever question we throw at you.
Easy.
I just want you to repeat after me.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Josh Mansell.
Hi, I'm Josh Mansell.
Melbourne Storm.
Melbourne Storm.
Penrith Panthers.
Penrith Panthers.
Parramatta Eels.
Parramatta Eels.
Canberra Raiders.
Canberra Raiders.
Who won the comp last year?
Melbourne Storm.
Who won the comp last year?
Melbourne Storm.
Who won the comp last year?
Melbourne Storm.
Remember, repeat after me. Who won the comp last year?
Who won the comp last year?
That's right, Josh. Haven't really improved over the years, have you?
Nah.
Every year.
I hate you so much.
It's just like kicking a bloke while he's down. Josh, maybe next year.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Even if you retire, we're going to keep bringing you back each year.
I had to say that to you 3 times, you know that. I still relive that haunted memory of me. Anyway, all good.
Yeah, no, I want to apologise on behalf of the fan and its producers for, again, Ah, well, maybe next year. Good luck.
Thank you.
How's your head?
It's fabulous, stupendous.
Doesn't have to be, you know.
Police, put the gun down. It does.
We hit them like whoa.
You want to work in this neighborhood.
I love this neighborhood.
I worry about people because that's what I do. Now, I don't want you not calling for backup because that's what you do.
I'm right there with you, Regina. New series, East New York, Wednesdays at 9 on Fox 1 or watch on demand.
Who wins the Big Bash?
We do. Of course. We've got the best attack. We're the biggest hitters. We are guns in the field.
I catch.
Here come the champs.
With every game of the WBBL and no ad breaks during play, you won't miss a thing on Fox Cricket.
They back to wait to see their heroes in action again after that long 3-year absence. Thriller Miller, to say the least.
It's Jack Miller's day, no questions about that.
It's Miller magic! That will feel like the best victory of this man's career.
The king is dead.
It is treason, at the least.
House of the Dragon. New episode Mondays at 12 on Fox Showcase or watch in 4K Ultra HD only on Foxtel.
Okay, here we go.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
I'm not the only one doing a job on this train. You don't remember me. You look like every white homeless man I've ever seen. Really?
The twins?
Not so sure they're twins.
Something else going on here.
I was waiting for us in Kyoto. Fate. We need to come up with a plan. We work together or we die alone.
Maybe there's a little head trauma?
Maybe.
Bullet Train Express release, available now in Foxtel Store.
Are we doing this? Are we actually doing this?
I got goosebumps.
Are you sure we're doing this?
I'm so excited. Get on with the show.
Targaryens are back.
Something's going to happen.
All the shows.
I love this show.
All the feels. Gogglebox Australia, new episode Wednesdays 7:30, first on Lifestyle or watch on demand.
We are off and running. This is going to be huge. That is absolutely superb rugby league.
I love a gripping cat room drama.
Is the defense sleepy?
Foxtel Broadband. Fast, affordable, reliable broadband for whatever we're watching next.
This guy is feared. Nobody wants to fight him. He's so talented. There is a new king at 135 pounds. But these are two of the best in the world, and they put it all on the line tonight. We want to talk about two of the best strikers, not only in the bantamweight division, but in all of the UFC. Two undisputed titles on the line.
This pay-per-view is wild.
You can hold your line. You can hold your line as a defender.
Nowhere near the ball.
Player. They've only got 10 seconds, by the way, to make that captain's challenge. And they can only do it when the game's stopped as well. You can't suddenly say, hey, ref, you missed a forward pass there as somebody's breaking down the middle.
Again, Mike, wait.
Levi. Samoa. Making ground. First meeting in a World Cup between these two, by the way. They have played each other in 3 other events. England have won all 3. Step and go from Tego. Step, go and stop as the England defenders come in. Luai back to the middle again. Milford offers it back on the inside. Tapau trying to push his way through. 5 gone, 1 to go. 1 play to go in the set here. Samoa is still a long way out. Milford will kick, hoping for a mistake. Makinson, impeccable.
Easy. Well, it's a kick with hope, isn't it? It's not a kick with purpose.
Yeah.
They hunted him
kick.
down.
Now, they've got to try and restrict England's territory here if they can possibly do that. But England haven't had any problems getting out of their own half.
They've got a kick to compete, haven't they? They need the ball now. You know, 3 scores behind. They just need to get something, put some pressure on.
Oh, Young's dropped it this time. He's human. He's human.
Well, other than the intercept, that's the first one.
A bit of a blow-up going on in the middle as well here.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this. That's a straightforward drop. But there was some frayed tempers in the middle for some reason.
Great pictures, those, weren't they? The facial expressions on the drop.
Still going.
I think it was Papali'i and Sam Tompkins. So.
Well, the only team that can lose out here if they get to get distracted is England. So
yeah,
keep your head on.
Yeah, he is
there you go.
Papali'i and Tompkins there.
No one's going to throw any punches in today's game, and that's why Tompkins has a go, I think, because he knows there's nothing's going to happen.
It's a mismatch. I don't know. Sam can throw him a bit.
I know.
Josh Papali'i was considering becoming a priest in earlier life. I think he's just saying, God bless you, my son, let's get on with it, shall we? He looks like one of the nicest fellas out there, doesn't he, Josh? You wouldn't want to rattle his cage, but he looks like a nice fella off the field.
He bashes you to the ground, forgiving you.
You could say that about Jim
We've had
Mills.
a problem with the balls today for some reason. Here we go again. Finally, ball back on the field.
Nothing silly balls, all right? Let's play footy.
Right, we've got a scrum move, centre field. England have to be real good here. What has Samoa got in the tank?
Well, this is a real test for England's defence and a real test for Samoa's resolve. Have they got the character to climb back into the game? They've certainly got the skills. Sualihi's put down. Crichton steps up at dummy half. A full set on this English line. Back to Milford. Luai offers it off to Tapau. Tapau dragged down. Eventually, is he? Yes, he is. Hell has to play it. Can't offload. Levi picks up. Comes back right to Milford. The short pass. Sua simply chopped to the ground. Bit of a tangle there. Off they get. Up they come. This time it's Linyu. Linyu held up short. Getting close. Getting close. Comes with Levi. Levi, oh, in front of dummy half, was it? Yes, it was. Clearly someone getting hold of Levi's hands there. Penalty for Samoa.
No need for it now at the moment.
It's a good test for England, this.
Yeah.
They've got to have their line tested throughout this World Cup, and no more so now. They get into the rhythm, understand what's being thrown at them, and make good decisions. That was clearly a penalty.
Tompkins advancing too quickly. So another set of 6. Driven in by Tapau. First one stopped. Again, it's slow because I think Tapau is so slow. Now it comes back to that left-hand side. Luai looking to create the numbers. Toho, power and pace in his boots. But not when you're running at 4 England defenders who just want to grab a hold.
Well handled.
Levi goes out. Oh, and they dropped it again. Papali'i was not expecting that pass.
It's been a lethargic performance. I think, there's no crispness in the passing. The pass is slightly behind you. It takes the whole pace out of the movement.
Well, I think it's disconnect.
Yes.
Papali'i was wanting to do something else. I think he wanted to go underneath, so around the other side from Levi. Look, see how he drops off.
Inside ball he wanted.
And there's a lack of communication. Levi clearly wants him to go straight and cause some problems there, and that's the disconnect. That's maybe the undercooked bit that Matt Parrish was talking about.
Lee Radford's there as well, the Cassava coach, working for the opposition. England back in possession and back in control of a game they've looked really good in.
Just need to clear the lines here now. Just take the ball up, settle and get a good kick in. You don't need to do anything silly.
Cracking opener to this World Cup. England knowing how important this match was, not just in terms of their potential passage down the line, but also in terms of setting up this World Cup tournament. And they've done that so far. Williams showing a bit of the form he produced at Canberra a few years ago. Not had the best of seasons at Warrington this last year. Out of dummy half, kick downfield, Crichton catches, but finds a willing wall in his way.
Yeah, we're in that process. England need to continue with what they're doing. Samoa need to push the board out a little bit there, so they're going to be a bit more. The team in blue are going to be a bit more expansive. Was that a penalty? Yes.
And again, there's no need for it now. Discipline slowly, going, fatigue, giving field position. They will chase the game now, Samoa. They'll have to chase the game. They'll get a little bit looser with the offloads.
Tap and go. And here they come. And just back on the field is Junior Paolo. Again looking to promote the ball from within the tackle, but he was pinned as he did so by the efforts of Thompson. Samoa edging forward at the moment.
Good line speed defensively from England.
Very good.
Test of resolve, both attack and defence. Paolo once again with that short pass. They've dropped it again. They've dropped it again. They're going to have to learn to catch the ball if they're going to do anything in this World Cup.
Well, that must be the 6th or 7th. I'm not one for completion rates, but you can't play this way if you're expecting to win an international game. England are too good today.
They haven't had any. They haven't really built any pressure to ask questions of the English defence.
Oh, this is interesting. There's a shot clock on here. They've only got a certain number of seconds to get themselves packed down. Samoa are very slow to get up there. Just had the enthusiasm and energy just sucked out of them today. Here we go. Got there in time. Farmworth trying to put the step on.
Mark straight, Danny. Hold Junior.
Wellesby. Watkins. What a performance. What a year he's had, Callum Watkins. Start of the year, nowhere near an England shirt. End of the year, an absolute dead cert pick. Fantastic year.
And Williams has played well. The outside backs have played well.
Step back on the inside by Hill. He's taken them closer. It's by an extra step or two, an extra little bit of an effort. Now it's with Knowles, Morgan Knowles, and they go left. Tompkins chiming in. Farnworth scoops it up. Tommy Makinson's been asked plenty there, but keeps it in play for the foul on Sam Tompkins.
It's a late hit on Sam Tompkins here. This could be a yellow card. I think they're quite strict on this kind of tackle. Protect the half-backs of the game. A late hit, blindside hit.
I think you take 2 points here as well.
Yeah, I would as well, definitely.
2 points gives you a 4-score lead, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's late.
That's late. That's that could be a yellow card. They've come down very, very heavily in the NRL on this. The late cheap shot, blindsided. Oh, so late, so late. He's got to go for that. He's got to go.
Oh, I mean,
go and have a rest. Go and have 10 minutes.
Milford, isn't it?
Here we go. Anthony Milford.
Okay, that tackle was unacceptably late. You're in the bin.
He's in the bin. He's in the sin bin.
He had to go.
10 minutes in the sin bin. Anthony Milford.
That's over here, Tommy. Tommy.
Well, they're a bit like a chamois leather at the moment, aren't they? Samoa, the end bits are just not good. Little bits of rubbish in their game. They're just
I don't know where you were going in with that.
No idea.
To be honest, I have no idea.
I'm still not sure.
No, but it's all just raggedy, isn't it? Wet, just not what they want. It's just not the complete performance. It's nowhere near. The ill discipline with the ball, the ill discipline in defence there. It just doesn't win your football games.
No. They look like a side now that kind of realise the big game is France.
It's a bit harsh on chamois leathers, though, isn't it? In a crisis, they can be terrific. Tommy Makinson with a chance here to give his side a 4-score lead. As it stands now, the mathematics, Samoa have to score 3 tries and kick 3 goals to get level. This will take it into 4-try territory if he's curled it in. Oh! Uses the post, bounces in, and he's got there somehow.
Yeah.
And England now lead by 26 points to 6.
Yeah, not as clean a strike, but same result, 2 points.
I think England will kick on now. Oh, that's terrible.
That's cheap.
It's whiplash, that, isn't it? And then that kick.
Well, I mean, for our viewers watching, that's why they're there, that protected the half-backs that play the game, that they're hit late. The whiplash injuries are often more dangerous than the contact part of it.
The whole body relaxes, doesn't it? And then somebody hits you like that. So England looking fairly confident now. 26 points. I'm saying now, look fairly confident from minute one, but that scoreline now with the time ticking on.
Here we go.
He's looking very good from their point of view.
Just watch him again. You know, the forwards, the backs are taking the ball up. First of all, Farnworth, now it's Callum Watkins. They needed the halfway line, and it's a penalty again. They're just falling to pieces at the moment, Samoa.
And England are good. England are dominant. England are doing all the things that they've been asked of.
It's about 43,000 in here today. 43,199 to be exact. We've counted them all. 16 minutes to play. England in the driving seat and looking for more.
Yeah.
This now is a big effort from Thompson. Victor Radley playing in the dummy half position now. Chris Hill takes it on. England are looking for more. They want some more. It's pumped out towards Herbie Farnworth. And Herbie Farnworth is the latest starlet to make a name for himself. There's the try. There's the celebration. And there's the England win.
Well, he thoroughly deserves that. He's been outstanding all afternoon. Herbie Farnworth, he gets the one-on-one opportunity because Samoa are short of numbers and he's going to beat anybody. He just took the outline on his defender and he couldn't be stopped from 5 metres out.
How often is a bouncing ball, you know, dangerous? Ball goes to ground again. Critchen's come in. He's exposed his inside player and he's just run a great line, really. Just watch it. Ball's on the floor. Now, number 4, Crichton's gone in. He goes late. It's just an easy finish, really.
He's too big, too fast.
Yeah, just really easy finish for Farnworth. There's another Samoan player on the ground injured. They were short in the defensive line once again. Just got to kick on now. Next, just be absolutely clinical now. Last 15 minutes, just put Samoa to the sword.
Well, they have been good. I think sometimes the nervousness over England performances over the years has been that they let teams back into things, but they've clearly been dominant today.
As I've said before, I think the New Zealand and Australian sides have had the advantage on the outside backs, maybe, you know. But the whole England team, the forwards have laid the platform, and the backline as well have come in and done some special things. Very, very solid performance.
This is just the start of it. So many matches to look forward to. But England have christened this tournament in sensational style. Tommy Makinson steps back, rolls up, sends it goalward, over it goes. His kicking has been superb today. It's been very much a part of this. And England 32, Samoa 6 is a scoreline that England fans could have barely dreamt of earlier today.
Well, there you see the bounce pass for Farnworth. The defender was going in.
You know, it's just be pessimistic about this game, won't they? Really, but you know, England very, very dominant performance so far.
There's just been a quiet confidence coming out of the England camp. I mean, you talked to Sean Wayne, as we did in the build-up today and earlier in the week, about the strength of this Samoan side and the star quality of this Samoan side, and he's kept saying, yeah, they're good, but we've got some good players as well.
And he's right.
He's right.
And that's the way you should approach it. He understands, working with them day in, day out, what a quality team this England is.
Johnny Lomax would have been in the side, but he's injured. Alex Walmsley would have been in the side, but he's injured. Well, Mark Percival would have been in the side, but he's injured. That tells you the strength of depth in English Rugby League at the moment. 5 gone, last to play. Williams again. That boot of his trying to cause problems, and well, it did cause problems for Sualihi. Didn't know whether to stick a twist. In the end, he had to concede the dropout.
He had to play it. The last bounce just checked, and Williams was right behind him, so he had to play that ball again.
His best shot, wasn't it?
big part of the game as well.
Injury assessment here. Dropout is short. Samoa wants it back, and they get it back. No, they don't. Didn't get over the 10-metre line. It's a penalty right in front of the sticks for England.
Took 2 more.
I would,
time off the clock.
Yes, good.
I understand that.
Falling apart.
Well, this is the fact that there's a discussion going on here tells you that they want more points. They don't want 2. They might want 6 here.
Over here, Victor.
Well, they're not going for points.
Let's go.
Yeah, they tap. They go. Never mind the 2. We want the 6.
You know on the field, you know how the defence are. I think they know they can score now.
Big muscular effort from Whitehead. Has he got in? Oh, look at that for a celebration. He'll tell you I'm over.
Have a try. Just make sure
Elliot Whitehead.
to the ground. Lauren had a.
It's been all about the fancy backs.
Yeah,
what about the big bruisers? Has he got a try here?
Well, I think he has, and I think this is route 1. This is Elliot Whitehead saying, I've got the number 7 ball straight to the try line. I'm going over and you aren't stopping me.
Can we get a
I think he
nice
gets it down. I think he sticks his hand out and shoves it down.
All angles to see grounding. Need to see vision of the ball, please. Yeah, just lose sight of the ball from the foot there for a second. Have you got one from the other side, the touch judge view?
The referee is checking the video of the referee, and the child was ground successful.
Yeah, we'll just freeze frame right there. Thank you. Yeah, Elliot Whitehead maintains possession, grounds the ball. Thanks, Director.
That's a try. He knew he'd scored.
Try confirmed. There you go. Try confirmed. 36 points to 6. Nobody could have expected this, could they?
They'll be happy with that, Elliot Whitehead. Alloway should have done a little bit better there. There's 3 Samoan defenders, but this is Elliot Whitehead saying, stop me if you can, and they couldn't.
I think the most pleasing thing for England will be, how they've stopped giving opportunities, to Samoa side. They're a very, very dangerous side. With all those Penrith Panthers backs, half backs, ball carrying forwards, but they haven't been given the platform and the field position to launch the attack, and I think that's been the most pleasing for England, the total control.
Makers sticks it over. 7 out of 8 now. 38 points to 6.
Samoa have held. I'm not taking anything away from England's performance. No. I think it's been clinical, sharp, exciting as well at times with the ball movement. Certainly Samoa have contributed to their own downfall.
Well, they've put a marker down, haven't they? England, yeah, here we go.
Still got 10 minutes left to play. England could fill their boots here, couldn't they? And we've got to be seeing better of Samoa in this World Cup, haven't we? You'd expect them to respond. I mean, the way it's seeded, the form lines would suggest a Samoan-Tongan quarter-final now after this. And that's going to be a heck of a display. But Samoa have got to get themselves back up and running. Before then, here comes Makinson. Going to go on the outside. He's got the pace. They're queuing all forward pass. No, the referee says play on. The referee says play on. And Elliot Whitehead has scored again. Scored again. England have gone from back to front. They're over once more. Whitehead with a second. English Rugby League is having a party.
It's having a party. We're getting a new tags of favourites after this performance. Whitehead on the inside, Makinson down the outside, smashes down the sideline, throws the ball in field. There were 4 or 5 wide jumpers there, Jiffy. They weren't not going to score there.
That just sums it up for me, the whole game, really. Just watch. Pass by George Williams. All right, let's have a little look at it. Tish Crichton on the outside. Look at the support play. Any number of English players could have scored there, and that for me has just summed up this performance. The desire of the English players from the start, I think.
great break from Makinson. In one hand, plenty of 6 wide jumpers on the inside. He could have taken his pick. Farnworth jockeying him along.
I thought he could have. I think Farnworth looked at the referee and said, "Whoop, that's forward," and then said, "No, it's not. He's not calling it."
I think Sean Wayne said the same there.
He thought it was a forward pass. He was sitting down. Well, I tell you, if you've not got tickets for these England games of this World Cup, what are you doing? Get yourself sorted out, because this, if you're an English Rugby League fan, all roads lead to Bolton next week. This could be a very, very special few weeks. Makinson with a kick, over it goes. 44 points to 6. Who looked in the tea leaves this morning and saw this as an outcome?
Well, not me. I did expect an England win, because I thought their blueprint of last week, their warm-up game, they showed their prowess. I think the coach deserves all the credit. He's picked the right team. He's given them the right messages. They've executed those messages, and they've been totally dominant this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been an all-round performance by the English side. I think that, you know, Victor Radley has been immense. He's a great addition, you know, to this England side.
Oh, and there they go. They put it out of play. Penalty back on the halfway line.
Just falling to bits now, aren't they?
Jamie Peacock, I mean, you've been involved. We go back to 2006 when you were involved in that Great Britain victory over Australia in Sydney. Do we have to go back as far as that for a performance as good by England or Great Britain since?
Yeah, I just think for the England team that it's as good as it gets. You want to lay a marker down for the tournament, and I just think the players should take a bow from 1 to 17. Every player, I'm trying to think of one player that's a standout, but it's difficult to do because every player's been involved, everybody's had an involvement. And I think before the game, we were talking about Samoa being a team full of superstars. Well, the England performance has made them look like a rabble full of individuals. It's just been outstanding from all of them. It's exceptional. It's proud to be.
Williams with a kick to the corner. Here they go. Makinson! The latest to join the celebrations. Muted for the moment because the referee's going to the big screen. He thinks try on the field. Tommy Makinson is certain it's try on the field.
It is a try on the field. He's got that down. Brilliant. Was it Williams with the kick?
Yeah, early kick as well. You know, I think I agree with Jamie. I think England have been very, very good. But you know, Samoa for me have been very poor. But they've been made to look poor because of a dominant England, you know, performance. And you're talking.
Yes, please.
New Zealand and Australia will be a total kettle of fish. You've got to enjoy this performance and just try and build on it. Great finish.
Let's just go through that Samoan team. You know, Isaac Tago winning a grand final for Penrith a couple of weeks ago. Stephen Crichton, likewise. Brian Toho, likewise. Jerome Luai, likewise. This is the cream of the NRL.
Left side kick chases on
so it's been made to look ordinary.
I want to make sure there's no interference.
Samoan team has been out-threaded again there because you've got Farnworth pushing at the line, Whitehead pushing at the line.
We're going to go through close up on grounding down the touchline, please. If we get a camera down the touchline and pick up on grounding.
The full back isn't in the picture. Great finish.
Clean pick-up, remains in the field of play. Thank you, Director. I've seen all angles to make my decision.
What's just doing there? You should call that straight away. That's a try. I need to go to the video ref.
Take a bow, Tommy. The latest try scorer. And a chance with a kick from the touchline to make this a half century. Unbelievable. That is literally unbelievable.
Truly. I think there's an element, me and yourself were talking, Dave, before the game, an element of nervousness. You know, what are England going to do? Well, this has been brilliant from England.
Well, one of the options today that people were thinking, well, a good England performance in a tight defeat against Samoa would be good.
Yeah, you know, you looked at the team sheets and you thought, right, this is going to be a close game. But you know, the game isn't played on paper, so England have been absolutely brilliant today. And I think, again, it's the not allowing, you know, the big Samoan forwards to run at them in their own kind of 10-metre area. I think it's been a very great tactical performance, you know, by England.
And remember, the only points that Samoa have scored today have come off an England pass. Makinson's kick, look at that, flies like an arrow through the northeastern skies and lands and gives England a 50 points to 6 lead against Samoa. Simply unthinkable 2 hours ago. Now it's the stuff of daydreams. And there's still 5 minutes to play. There could be more.
Well, we said they've got to, keep on playing, keep on going at the Samoans. They shot the bits of Samoans, and now the tries are coming, very, very easy for England.
I think you two have to pick man of the match today, don't you? Get your heads together, you've got to pick a man of the match.
Nothing can hold you. Two blocks only better. 11 in a row. This guy's playing the game at a different level.
This guy is feared. Nobody wants to fight him.
He's so talented.
There is a new king at 135 pounds. But these are two of the best in the world, and they put it all on the line tonight. You want to talk about two of the best strikers, not only in the bantamweight division, but in all of the UFC. Two undisputed titles on the line.
This pay-per-view is wild.
And make no mistake, on home soil, England are determined, and they have the star quality to match that determination.
They're totally dominant, haven't they? 1-17, Watkins, Williams, all outstanding today. All the outside backs impacted.
We've always said that England have been positive, been strong, been dominant in the forwards, but unfortunately, they've lacked that try-scoring killer instinct. Today, I think this will give England so much confidence in their offensive play. They are confident with the attack, with the defensive play, with the kicking game. I know this will be huge for them. To score this amount of points in a World Cup, the defence is very, very poor, you have to say. But you have to score these tries against a good side.
They've simply kicked, run, passed, tackled the stuffing out of Samoa today. Nine out of 10 so far, Tommy. I don't think he would have thought today he'd been attempting 11 kicks at goal. Here he comes. Hoofs it again. Oh, not quite this time. And the boos, the good-natured boos from the England crowd.
Here's a try again. That's too easy, They're not so short in numbers on the short side. Luai's on the wing there. I don't know where the Samoan defenders have gone.
By my reckoning, Sam Tompkins is the only back not to have scored today. Yeah. Right, man of the match. Who's your man of the match?
Well, we've looked at it. We've charted. I think Watkins has been brilliant. Williams has been brilliant. Wellesby. But I think for us today, I think Kazoo man of the match is, of course, Victor Radley. I think he's been brilliant.
Well, he's been involved in pretty much everything that England's done well. Certainly at the start of the game, in the first 30 minutes, he really took the England team forward. We've seen him jumping a little bit, acting half towards the back end of this game, and been instrumental there.
Story of Victor, a 24-year-old Australian-born forward, but it's his dad, Nigel, from Sheffield. For that reason, he decided he wanted to play for England at 24. That was a big decision. This is going to be a 40-20, I think, is it? As it rolls and rolls and rolls. Is there anything England can't do today?
Well, I think, that's... we're trying to get the score on a scrum set again. Look at them, get the play in.
They've got Samoa dangling on the end of a rope.
I think that's a skill that's been underused, I think, in the rugby league game.
Here come England again now.
Brilliant
there was the kick, but England immediately setting up for the attack from that. It happens very quickly. England with Radley. Radley spinning it left. Burgess! Burgess! Tom Burgess! How long is that list of try scorers now? Burgess over. England up to 58. This is amazing. We're running out of words to describe how good this English performance is today.
Well, everybody talked about the physical prowess of Samoa today and what they would have to offer. Tom Burgess just shown that we got some big players, we got some strong players, we got some aggression up front, and he just barges his way over the flank. Stop me again, but they can't. He picks out Milford, and he just barges him over the line. There you go, Tom.
I think its first 10 minutes, Burgess was huge as well. He softened them up, and then I think Sean Wayne said in his pre-match interview that, look, everyone talking about the Samoan ball carriers, and to be honest, the English pack have totally dominated their opposition.
Agreed. Brilliant all-round performance from England, aided and abetting by a team that looked dishevelled, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, like Jamie Peacock said, there's a unit, a team effort by England, and they were like individual efforts by Samoa.
Makinson adds the goal after the full-time hooter. Unbelievably, 60 points for England, 6 for Samoa. No wonder he's got a smile on his face on this biggest stage. Word perfect from England at one of this World Cup, performed brilliantly. This has been a Hollywood performance.
I think England have really put a marker down now. You know, they were given underdogs tag today. They've come out fighting and they've shown what they can do. And I think for me, it's the complete performance, but no mistakes when it really mattered. The game loosened up a little bit, but they were very confident and clinical, and with a bit of brilliance from the back line. You know, a great performance by England.
Well, I think the relatively newcomers to the team as well have added to the mix of this team. Farnworth, Young, Bradley as well. They've given the team an all-round look and a speed and an execution look that is really pleasing.
And there's a lot of players now who have had NRL experiences. Some of them are still playing there. Some have come back from playing there. And for me, you know, the aura of the Australian green and gold is gone. I think they know they've got a chance.
Watch out, world. England are coming. I think we're going to hear from the man of the match, Victor Radley, in just a short while. Well, what a performance from him on his England Test debut. Big smiles all around. Let's hear from the man of the match, Victor Radley. Didn't get over the score sheet himself, but plenty more did. And here he is with Tony.
Victor, many congratulations. A player of the match performance. What was it like out there?
It was really enjoyable, really tough to start. I'm not sure how I got player of the match. I'm a bit embarrassed, but really, really good game. We knew they were going to come out firing, and they did. In the first 20 minutes, I was so tired, so it was good for us to hang in there and keep fighting. We knew we would, so we ended up scoring points at the end, which didn't quite show how the game actually was played out, but yeah, really, really, really stoked.
I know Sean Wayne was saying beforehand that you were the underdogs, but there was a quiet confidence in the camp. But to put 60 points on. Yeah,
I didn't feel like an underdog myself, but I don't read any media stuff like that. So I guess if you're into that, it says that, but I keep completely away from it. So I didn't think we were the underdog, and we showed it tonight, which was good.
It's a very new squad, this. Obviously, you are new to it. How much do you take from this? How much confidence does it give you?
Yeah, a lot. Even like just giving each other's hugs there. You get tighter every day as a group, and like you said, it's a new group. We've lost some senior players from previous years, so just makes us that bit tighter to enjoy the end of the game like that and give everyone a hug and a kiss at the end. So it was really good. I was stoked.
Make your Sheffield family proud, huh?
Yeah, I might go see him now. They'll be stoked. A lot of them come, so I'm really happy.
Well done, Victor.
Thank you very much.
Next up. Sean, many congratulations. What a win for your side today.
Yeah, it was good, Tanya. I thought we did lots of good things. I never expected that sort of scoreline, but we can get better. We'll improve on a few things, be better for next week. But I'm very happy with the win, no doubt about that.
I love the fact you just put 60 points on Samoa and you're still talking about the things we can do better.
Yeah, what score? I don't know what score was, but yeah, there is certain things. I'm not being smart. There's certain things, a bit of detail will further the competition if we get there. we need to be better at. And you know, Samoa was a bit off today, but I think our defence put them a bit off as well. So lots of good detail, lots of good things, but there's always something to improve on.
Dom Young absolutely justified his selection for you today.
I thought all our back five were very, very good. I thought Carl Watkins was good. Dom, all of them carried the ball really strong. We just that spell in the first half where we went a bit off, stopped doing it at the back end of the first half. But apart from that, I thought the back five were brilliant.
And Jack Wellsby, I mean, he's such a young man, but he is such a talent that you've got there.
Yeah, great talent. I thought George was very good. I'm really, really happy with what they did. Jack's a really, really good player, and he'll get better. You know, we have a great team spirit, and we know that nobody won't give us a chance to win. So the team spirit really galvanised us this week.
This will give you a huge amount of confidence as well, won't it, going forward? You know you will face tougher tests than that, but to put that kind of performance together in your first game.
You're right, Tanya, we will face tougher tests, there's no doubt about that. But we didn't need a confidence booster. We did okay against Fiji, we did well today. We know what we can do, and we can still improve on that performance. No doubt about it in my mind.
But in terms of the tournament, in terms of how you progress through the tournament, that was an important win to get.
Yeah, I just wanted to win the game. Winning the game was the only thing for me, and we did it in a really good manner, which was a bonus. You know, I never expected us to win that by that many.
Sean, thanks for your time.
Cheers, Tanya. Thank you. Cheers.
Well, what a second half performance from England, winning that opening game 60 points to 6. Let's have a look at some of the match stats then. Play the balls, England 138 compared to Samoa's 96. Complete sets, England 34 compared to Samoa's 20. And that's what you'd expect from a team that has dominated in this second half. And total metres gained 1,643 for the England side, and tackles 291 for Samoa, of course, defending that game. So what a performance. England have really laid down the gauntlet at St James's Park here today. 60 points to 6. I'm not sure anybody saw that coming. Victor Radley, player of the match, 24-year-old Australian born, but his dad grew up in Sheffield. What a performance, and 43,119 people packed into St James's Park to witness an historic day. So here it is, Group A. This is how the table now looks after one game. England top the table with 2 points, and look at that points difference, 54 points. As we say, France and Greece will face each other on Monday at 7:30 p.m. So 7 tries from England in that second half. Let's look at this first one then from Callum Watkins. It was an easy pass from McMeekin, and the Samoan, they were short on numbers, weren't they? And it saw Watkins crossover eventually. It was a superb try to kickstart the second half for England. And there we go, Watkins breaking through the line. Samoa short on numbers, and Watkins eases over with the first try of the second half. Let's have a look at that again. Superb effort from England. Samoa just fell short in defence, really. Williams picks up. He's down on the ground. But eventually, we see this try from Callum Watkins. And what a tournament this could be for the player who's had a tough season, actually, for Salford Red Devils. So great to see him back on top form. And try number 2, this came from Herbie Farnworth. It wasn't a great pass, actually, to Herbie Farnworth, but he did well to collect. Just let's have a look at that. Yeah, the pass, the ball fell to the floor, but Herbie Farnworth collected well and scored on his World Cup debut. What a moment for him. We'll just have a look at that one again. As Chris Hill goes to the ground. And it's a sloppy pass, really, but Herbie Farnworth does well to collect, and he'll be celebrating, I'm sure, this evening for his World Cup debut, scoring on that one. And on to try number 3. So many tries for this England side, and Elliot Whitehead just manages to push himself over. It did go to the video referee, of course, to check that one, but Whitehead, you know, he has the strength. That's what he's known for, and he battles over the line and gets the ball down. Try number 3 for England in the second half. Try number 4 then, it came from the same player. It was a cracking try. There's a break here from Tommy Makinson. Possible forward pass at some stage, which was just about here, but the players continue to the whistle, and Elliot Whitehead, he crossed over within minutes of that third try. Yeah, what a try here from Elliot Whitehead. And Tommy Makinson, you know, this could be a real tournament for him. Great to see him back on form as well. Slight dubious forward pass, but not that England will care. Elliot Whitehead crosses over, and what a try. And try number 5, it'd only be fair, he set up the last one, didn't he? So this one did have to come from Tommy Makinson. Nice kick, and Tommy Makinson crosses over in the corner to put England further in front. It was a nice kick from George Williams, wasn't it? And that saw Makinson collect well and dive over in the corner. And try number 6. This one came from George Williams, and great to see him back on top form as well. You know, he struggled this season with the Warrington Wolves. They've not had a great year over in the UK, but George Williams crosses over. Sam Tompkins in a wrestle there, but Williams gets over. Look at the celebrations from Williams. And then finally, on to the final try number 7. It came from Tom Burgess. And he just crashed over. The Samoan defence, I think they were a bit spent by this stage, you know. They'd put up with a lot in this second half, and Tom Burgess, if he comes crashing towards you, there's not a lot you can do to stop him, really. And there it is. There was the final try of the game, and England victorious here at St James's Park, 60 points to 6. Like I say, I'm not sure anyone saw that coming, but what a moment